Welcome, 7K World. Hello, hello, hello on this beautiful Saturday before our Salt Lake City uh, regional uh, event. We're going to have to start calling it a global event, because people are going to start coming from. In fact, I know people are coming from other countries uh, to this Salt Lake City event. So it's going to kind of like be our first uh, global convention on a regional basis. uh, well, anyway, what I want to share with you today, 7K is approaching really uh, 4 years of official. We had our grand opening officially in 2017 because we pre-marketed. And so where we're at right now, we're approaching 4 years of really being in business. Uh, uh, and our event in Salt Lake is going to be right before that 4 year anniversary, which is pretty powerful when you think about it. I mean, we're spreading across the United States very rapidly, and they're opening up other countries, and we're about to swing all around the world uh, because we're opening the financial capitals of the world. If you notice, we're open in the United States, we're open in Canada, we're open in the UK, we're open in Australia, we're open in Singapore, and so you know, we've only got maybe Germany, Japan uh, left, and South Africa, uh, and Mexico. And so uh, when you think about it, that's some of the major mints and some of the major bases geographically around the world. So a lot of people or maybe aren't as familiar they should be. I've gotten very familiar with this website. It's called 7ktoday.com. And if you haven't visited it, please visit it and go through the entire website. It's constantly updated, by the way, and it's going to be constantly changing and evolving, and the company maintains it. So this is the one of the best tools, I think, to send people to that you're talking to, and they start asking questions about the company, all this, and these are questions you really don't know the answers to, but there's a history here. And 7K, uh, and they're going to highlight some products, but look, it tell, it also tells people it also tells people how to join the 7K text list from different countries and the different numbers. And that's for how to get on the coin drop, as everybody knows. And because they don't text us, the only time they text us basically is here comes a coin drop. They got special coins if you want to give them a try. The other thing that it does, and there's that coin drop, with uh, uh, the special series uh, 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 that's going on right now and has been going on. Also, how to join the 7K exclusive uh, Facebook page or Facebook group. Uh, Only 7K members can join this, and it's administered by uh, the company. And so this is where a lot of communication comes a lot faster. They post stuff here. Blake does the marketing group. I mean, they're millennials. They like that kind of stuff. And so I go there to kind of make sure I'm keeping up with things. But it tells you how to do it, what to do, and so that's a really good thing. Then there's some training. There's some it covers major events and getaways. Our last getaway, there's some a series of quick films to view. But here's the insider secrets of buying precious metals. And it tells you how it's like a read, okay, and you can click on it. And it really answers a lot of questions for people about buying gold and silver and spot difference between spot price and premium prices. And it's real quick scenario. As y'all know, we have a complete buyer certification included in the membership, but you can just tell them this just gives a glimpse, and then you can explain the buyer certification being a series of videos that explains the entire market of of uh, of learning about all the different gold and silver products, the industry, uh, about numismatics, and then when the new collector series gets updated and put in, we have the buyer certification and the collector series. That's pretty powerful. Well, let's go on and look at some of the other things. The vault reports. Make sure that you let them know to, hey, surf these vault reports. These, as you know, are what the company publishes once a month, just kind of gives synopsis. But the real thing, it tells what's in here, and it also has testimonials, people, they get to relate to other people. And this is the place to do it, and what's going on. And they can actually see the history uh, of 7K. Now they're going to have more available. They got the last 6 months right now posted, if you'll look through that. But they're going to have more and more posted, and an archive of them. So if you want them to see a particular vault report, because you want to see July, we're highlighted in there in July of 2020, and then they just go back to August. But here's the neat one I've been using a lot, and you could even, I want to show you something. This is 7K Metals Explained. Okay. Gee whiz, let me try and mute somebody. Please keep yourself on mute when you join. And when people ask you about 7K Metal, start asking a lot of questions. I want to show you this link up here. You can copy and paste this and put it in a text. You can copy and paste it and put an email if you want. But as y'all know, people like texts a lot better. It'll bring them right to here. And what? This explain what? 7K Metals Explained. It's not you. This is a very short who we are video by the company. Okay. It summarizes real quick. It gives a very quick presentation, a summary of the wealth strategies, not using all the tools, just some of them. Okay. So it's a very quick introduction to 7K and who we are and what we're doing. And that's something they can have and see just like they're doing right now, even on their phone. So yeah, I don't understand, why should I do this? Why should I do it? Hey, just send them this link. Use this tool. This is a fabulous tool to answering questions and objections. Learn how to use this tool in doing what I just shared. Now we're on page 1 of 3. I want to go to the next page and show you another thing that I found very helpful in using. When people want to say, well, gee whiz, how do I get started? Well, we know we got our peak interest associate training section. We got my training that I give our group. And then here's 5 tips to turn prospects into team members. 2 minutes right there. And so you got yourself a new team member. You know, they're overwhelmed by all this information we have to get started and all that right now. We have to kind of point them in the right direction, make sure they're not so overwhelmed. And that's what we do as we duplicate, and with from person we sponsor, and then that's what we try to channel them in, so they don't get so overwhelmed with all this information, because it is truly a big business. I mean, they joined their $4.99 membership. They have that chance to make $12,500 a week. Now that's big business. But you don't just join and start making that kind of money. Yeah, we got to learn everything we do in life. And that's why people go and get, chemical engineering degrees and MBAs and CPAs and finance degrees and computer science and management information masters and PhD. That's why people learn. And it's the same here. Well, this is something that's really, really good. All it does is summarize the major advanced system that I've taught for years. How to always keep in touch, how to put people in pipeline, my system is you rapidly go through sifting your entire contact list and trying to pique interest. You're looking for people who are looking, you're looking for people who are interested. And then, you start following up and after you run through that first peak real quick, real fast. And of course, we always know the very first priority, I'll tell you, is have a family emergency meeting. Bring in the people you love and care about the most. Give them first opportunity to say no. And if they start, I don't want to do what an pyramid does. I don't want to. If they have all those preconceived wrong ideas, just hey, you did your job. You gave them first chance at this opportunity to be right up there at the top with you on their left or right team. Okay. And that's the key. They can never, years later or months later, say, well, why didn't you tell me about it? Because you did. Okay. And that's the key. Now, this is a super thing. And again, you can copy and paste this, put it in a text when they ask you, or you can send it to them right off the bat. Powerful, powerful tool, everyone. And so that's why I'm kind of pointing this out, because I know I've highlighted people about this. I notified through our techniques, through our entire team, but I've found that a lot of people hadn't even visited it yet. And so now I'm leapfrogging over everybody, making sure with this tool, y'all know about it and how to use it if you're watching my trainings. Okay, now the important Sound Money Wallet update. 2-minute read. I mean, this is getting yourself updated real quick. How many of you read it? How many of you even know about the important Sound Money update? Okay. And by the CEO and president of our company. And this is another thing that's easy, especially if you use that short out of the 7K Wealth System app. 7K, Wealth System app that we use. If you're sending that, which I recommend for short, quick, is that Sound Money Overview little thing. It's about 4 minutes. It's quick, sharp. It is powerful, and that should trigger people's interest to want to know more. And they can click on next video, and if you're using your app correctly, if you are making sure you pull your contact up, they're in the screen, and then they're the only one in the screen, and on there you press share, the blue share button. They're only named it. Then you send the link. I've been finding some people that they're going in there and they're getting the share link first, and then they're trying to send it to people, and their people are saying, I'm not receiving anything. That's why. That's why. And we sit down and I say, oh, show me what you're doing. You go in and you get your contact. Okay, you bring them up. They're only one in that page on that app. Then that little blue button there under them on the left side, you hit share. Then it brings up the resource. Then you hit share again. Then you hit present. And bingo, you get to choose the videos. Wealth Strategy, 7K Overview, Why 7K, or the Sound Money Overview. Okay. That's, and then you send that text, and that's how you do it. Well, very important. Again, vault reports. This is page 2 of 2. I wanted to highlight the main ones that I have found very useful, and so I'm teaching those to you right now. And so now, what is 7K? Find out who we are. Again, the people who want to know about more about 7K. Use a tool instead of your mouth. That's why it's duplicatable. If you do all this explaining, these people are busy. These people don't know about all this. And this is a one, and see, this is the neat thing about it. If you refer them to the page and tell them to get here, it shows them it's a 1 minute read. Okay. So click on it. And again, you can copy and paste this. It brings them right here, right to where this 1 minute read is. And bingo, see, it is a 1 minute read. And if you haven't read it, you need to read it. Okay. Let's go back to home. I'm going back to home. I'm going to go all the way. I'm just showing you different ways to navigate. I know where the things are on the site because obviously why? I've used it. Okay. And so that's a hint. That's a hint. Okay. Remember, everybody doesn't know what all this coin grading is and all that kind of stuff. And they say, well, what's this MS-70? Okay? Hey, this, you don't need to explain it. Here it is, 1 minute read, coin grading. Okay, we know that's in our buyer certification, but hey, there it is. And how about if you're talking to some of the beautiful, great people who keep us safe, our cops. And y'all know we got a pretty big cop group in our business, and Wayne Clark and his son, and but here you get to click on a quick 1 minute read and a quick, very short video. That's pretty cool. And you can use that. What do? You click on it. And if you want to send it to someone in law enforcement or that you're talking to, copy and paste this and say, hey, take a look at this. That's a fella compatriot that's sees what we see, and we're trying to get you to take a look at what we're doing to see if you see what we see. Yeah. A familiar statement everybody in my group has heard, and that's part of follow-up. Well, that's the great information that I wanted to portray, and how to use the tools, these fabulous tools that just get better and better and better for us in 7K. And I want you to share all of this with your team. Make sure they know this too. Pass it on. Pass it on. Everything here is duplicatable. You can use this recorded video to help train or in your one-on-one sessions or just to review yourself. And we are going to see everyone in Salt Lake and be there. That's one of the most important events for you to have someone on your left, someone on your right. And if you have just joined, make sure you are there. You're going to see a big picture of what you happened to just join. You're with the Amazon of gold and silver globally. We will be 7K, the Amazon of gold and silver. And you're at the right place at the right time with the right people and the right group, right products, right market atmosphere, right global economic situation. It couldn't be any better. Have a blessed day, and we will see you on the beaches of the world through the 7K getaway.